Kelly at My Soulful Home. Welcome to my barn attic. This is where I'm normally recording my podcast, and until like a few hours ago, I didn't have an office up here, but now I do, and I'm so excited. It started out with this Flexi Spot desk, which I'm going to tell you about, but you know what? I was getting shooed out of the kitchen and the dining room, made to be quiet in my own house all the time because people were Zooming or on conference calls, so I thought I needed a space of my own. So I started out with this Flexi Spot desk, and I found the perfect spot for it up here in the podcast studio / barn attic. A lot of people have been asking, what does it look like up there when you record that podcast? Well, that's on the other side of the room. Today we're going to talk about over here, and then I'll clean up over there and maybe I'll show you next time. So you can see my house in the background, and the pink jasmine is blooming right now. So it's a really beautiful view. And here I am at this really sleek and clean line desk, which I'm loving. It's by a company called Flexi Spot. And the really amazing thing about it, it is an electric desk that goes up and down. So it's a standing desk or it's a sitting desk, and it can be adjustable to whatever height that you would prefer or whatever height you are. So I have it set here for myself, which, you know, some people are taller than I am, but here we go. It's going up. Let's go up. Going up together. So nice to be able to stand up while I'm working because I do sit at the computer a lot. The touch of a button, it's going back down for you. So I'm loving this Flexi Spot, and I have a great deal for you if you want to get one for yourself, and I think they come in different colors as well. 15% off, and the link will be below. So for today, what we're going to do is go inside the house. I'm going to tour you around. I was putting together my spring decor, and I thought I have so many ideas and tips and things that I would like to share with everyone. So let's make a video. So I did. And so that's what I've done for you. And I want you to come inside with me and check it out. Let's go.
Come on in through the foyer and into the dining room. I really wanted to add some spring to the house early this year, so I started on my Easter table. And while I was decorating it, I realized there were a lot of tips involved in putting this table together that I wanted to share with you. The table, like most of my house, has a lot of thrifted items on it, and there's a lot of layering going on. And we'll talk about this a little bit more later on, but it's just a great way to add interest and texture to your table as well as your overall decor. Also mixing highs and lows. I love doing that. So something that's expensive or antique mixed with something that's really simple and rustic. Talk about simple. The inspiration for this table came from these little baskets I found at the thrift store. $1 for 4. I bought 16 of them. So you never know when you're going to need a tiny little basket. Here's a table in progress. When I start a table or a bookshelf, I like to pull all the things out and put them out on my dining room table and then get creative putting them together. Here's a tip coming at you. Combine fresh florals with faux, particularly branches. I use fake forsythia, let's go faux forsythia, in this arrangement along with some waxflower and veronica. Veronica is the spiky flower. Isn't that pretty? It's such an easy to grow perennial. To combine faux and real, simply drop in a glass jar into your bigger vase. Put the real flowers in the water in the smaller vase, and then the faux stick in around it so they don't get inside the water. Let's head back into the dining room now, and let's take a look at the centerpiece. So that's definitely the rustic combined with more of the refined. To fill the rustic trough, I used old candle glass. So I just removed the wax. It's really easy to do it. Just pop it in the freezer for several hours, and then the wax will pull away from the glass. You can toss the wax and then just clean the glass well and use it for flowers. You can also use it for other candles. I like to stick 3 votives in one that's about 4 inches wide. The 3 votives really give off a nice light, particularly on a table. I don't get too themey with my tables, but I do want to have a little nod to the season or the holiday. And my nod here are these golden eggs. They're real eggs that I blew out, and I simply spray painted them gold. Some might say kitschy or even cheesy, but I love souvenir plates. I have so many from California and also from other places that are important to us, like Boston, where I went to college. They're fun, they add a bit of whimsy and sort of take the edge off some of the fancier things that I may mix in with them to make the table really approachable. The tip here is definitely mixed highs and lows, so your table is beautiful and elegant, but really makes people comfortable. Speaking of, Eve's looking pretty comfy over there. And on that side of the room is my hall of mirrors. There's dressing table mirrors that I have collected and hung mostly on the vertical. And there's one additional really special piece in there. It's a marriage certificate, not ours. It's pretty old, but it's just, I couldn't believe I found this at the Rose Bowl. What a special piece to have. More special stuff, my 3 dogs. I have 3 dogs, so I don't buy expensive rugs. If you do the same, you need these rug weights that prevent the inexpensive rugs or sometimes expensive rugs from curling at the edges. What a great tip. I shared lots of tips and things to try. With respect to the table, I want you to take away these 3 tips: layer, texture, and low. LTL. And the low refers to the centerpiece. Keep it low so you can see each other over it. But the most important thing to remember is to be creative and have fun with it. I'm here to inspire you to create a beautiful home and to help give you the confidence to know that you can do it. I really hope today's video accomplished both. If so, subscribe to my channel. Just click that button. I'd love to have you along each and every time I put out a new video. And each Wednesday, I have a new podcast episode, Decorating Tips and Tricks. The link is below. It's easy and free to subscribe. Bye.